Alrighty, here we go. Hey there, everybody, it's the Nasty One here again, and welcome back to the next episode of the Cutters franchise rebuild here in Super Mega Baseball 4. Year number 1 is coming to an end today, as in last episode was the regular season finale, where we needed a win to make the playoffs, and unfortunately we lost to the Grims 6-4, and then in the follow-up game after that, the Pythons beat the Buzzwings, stealing the last playoff spot from us, and also giving themselves the division title in the same breath. And then afterwards, the Grims would go on to run the table in the postseason, winning all but one game they played in, as they took the League One championship title. So it made me feel a little bit better knowing that we lost to the eventual league champions, but I still think we should have made the playoffs and had a shot at it. But you know what? It's all okay. We're now heading into the offseason here for year number 1. Now this offseason is a little bit different from ones I normally do on the channel, where we look to get better and younger. We're already young. There's only 2 players on this team that are going to be over the age of 26 next season, and 1 player is going to be 25. This team is young, and it's built to win now, for the most part. It's built to develop now anyway. So the goal here is to keep this entire team together with as minimal changes as humanly possible. And that means also trying to save as much money as possible as well, to keep developing these players at a fast rate to make us more dominant and more competitive for the playoff pushes in future seasons. So this offseason is a little bit different. I'm not looking to replace any of these guys. I'm looking to keep this team together. That means this could be a really short offseason if everybody wants to come back immediately, or we could be like one of the other off seasons I've done where it takes forever because we keep waiting for their salary price to go down. Hopefully I have enough money to afford everybody, because this is a very young team that has a lot of promise, and they're going to want a lot of money as well for some of those guys who really developed. Reliable, he went all the way up to an A already from the B+. Underhanded's gone from a B+ to an A-. Hokey's gone from a B to an A- already. And Frazier's gone from a B to a B+. Harrison's gone up to a B. Rums is still a B. Bolgar is still a B. What else? Presidente is still a B, I believe. Ellison went up to a B. She was a B-. Jennings is still a B-. Let's see. Wade is still a B. Salmon is still a B-. Alfredo Beard's gone up to a B overall. Harsh McFreddy's still a C+. Cross is still a B. Ho is up to a B. He was a B-. And Burn Oliver has gone up to a B+. He was a B. Alright, so let's jump into the offseason and see who wants to stick around. Okay, so it looks like the majority of these guys are already 100% on board, so this might be a little bit easier than I imagined. First up, let's just knock these 100%ers out of the park, because I know what I'm doing there. We'll start from the top, work our way down. Hezekiah Cross, the MVP, the Amish God. He was the league leader, was 1 spot shy of a triple crown. Yeah, he's kind of a big deal, so we want to keep him around, and I'm definitely going to re-sign him. He doesn't even want any more money because he never developed out of the B range, so that is awesome. That saves me a boatload of money. Alfredo Beard, same thing. He did go up from a B- to a B overall, but he still wants the same amount of money he's making right now. Even though his valuation is a little bit higher, he doesn't care. He's very happy with the playing time he's gotten, and also the fact that he's the primary second baseman, so I'm happy to re-sign him at such a cheap price. Fishman, a little expensive for a backup at 5'6". He kind of wants 6'1", but he's 100% on board with what we're putting down up here, so that we kept his loyalty high enough where it doesn't matter, so yay. Mateo Wade, solid bat at third base, great arm at third base as well. 96 Terminator trade did come into play a couple times when in clutch moments, and it actually worked out really well for us, so I'm happy to bring him back. Ed the Man Manning, he's a solid pinch hit option off the bench and pinch runner. I'm hoping we can develop him a little bit more here in year 2. He still wants to stay at $4.4 million. I'm okay with that. Next up is Worry Less but Worry More. He is actually worth 9, but he wants to stay at 8.7. 100% agree. Keep him there. Leah Collins, 5'7", wants to stay at 5'7". She's actually worth $6 million. I'm okay with that. Thank you, Leah, for keeping this cheap. Elliot Rums, 100% on board, saying it's 6'3". Love it. And Luther Butters, 100%. He's worth $3 million. He still wants to stay at 2.7. I will save every penny I fucking can. Okay. All right, next up are the 99ers. That is Tandy Deep III. I'm not worried about him. You get your current salary because you suck, Tandy. Let's be real here, bro. And if you walk, you walk. I can sign you easily. No one's going to want you. Nico Jennings, very disappointing first year. He got injured 3 separate times in year 1, so I'm hoping he can stay healthy in year 2 and actually develop and, become a better player than what he is right now, because right now he's not even starting caliber, and that's kind of scary. I'm only going to offer you your current salary because you weren't healthy all year. Loyalty's a bit low, but I'm okay with that. That works. Perfect. He's actually being overpaid as it is, so... All right, next up, 99 is Luis Bulgar. He's worth 7.5. He wants 6.5. I'm rolling this. It's 99%. This should hit. Nice. Thank you, Luis. Appreciate it. All right, that's it for 99ers. Next up's 96, Harsh McFreddy. He was a big disappointment this year, hitting under 200 off the bench. Yeah, I'm not giving you a pay raise for hitting under 200. You should have been hitting better than that with your hitting ratings, Harsh. Thank you for taking the money and being smart about this. Okay, next up at 92% is Connor Frazier Jr. He did develop a little bit, gaining K collector. He is now up to a B+ overall. He was a B when he came in. He didn't pitch overly well. ERA just about 4.5. Didn't go too deep in games. 6 starts. He averaged only about 5 innings a start. So, yeah, not exactly ace caliber numbers, and he's not even going to be the ace next year. I don't think he deserves a pay raise for that. Let's see if he takes this 92%. He does. Yes, let's go. Okay, so that's it for everybody above 90%. Now we start getting into the rough areas. Troy Harrison wants 6.3. He's worth 6.5 at 84 loyalty. However, Troy was our worst performing reliever last season with an ERA just under 6. I don't think with those numbers you earn a pay raise. I'm going to offer you what you want, and if I have to re-sign you in the offseason, I'll re-sign you. Perfect, thank God. Okay, that actually worked. Okay, we're getting really lucky here. Next up, we have 278% chances. Chopper Underhanded, who has developed really well. He wants to make 9.9. He currently is worth 10.6. His loyalty is maxed out, which is helping us here. But I think we might have to pay him the money here. I think this is where we start getting into the we must pay you the money kind of deal scenarios. He's not being completely unrealistic with his price. I would honestly pay a starting A- outfielder at 9.9 mil. So, yeah, I think Chopper is deserving. I mean, he was our second best hitter on the season. Well, not really, but he was really good RBI-wise. Here, home runs were a little lacking. Averaged just under 300. OPS 889 is good. It's not great. I think I would have been more happy with like a 9.5 mil instead of 9.9. I might want to roll this, but at the same time, I don't want to risk losing him in the free agency. So, I think I'm gonna risk it. Let's go for it. He took it. Yes, thank you, Chopper. Appreciate it, buddy. All right, next up is Burnout. He wants 8.9. He's worth 8.8. That's a little over what you should be making. I'm going to have to roll this, unfortunately. Thank you, Burnout. Appreciate it. Got lucky there. All right, next up, 67 percenters. That's Everett Ho, who has gone up from a B- to a B overall. He did gain Slowpoke, but he is actually a solid backup catch option now. He wants 8.2. He's worth 7.6. His loyalty is a bit lower. We may have to risk this and just let it happen. If he walks, we'll just have to try and re-sign him to the best of our abilities. He does end up walking. Okay, so Everett is the first target we need to re-sign in free agency. Next up is Malaya Ellison, again a 67 percenter. She developed. She didn't have a great season. ERA just over 5. Same thing, only pitched about 5 innings a start. Like, not really worth the pay raise. She's worth 7.8, 1.71. She's not being completely unrealistic in her demands, though. I think I'll risk it. I think I'm going to risk it, yeah. 2/3. Let's see if this hits. It's max loyalty. She did take it. Thank you, Malaya. I appreciate it. Messiah Presidente. Okay, now this one's a little bit tougher to risk. Not a great ERA. He actually pitched less innings than both Frazier and Ellison. Okay, so nothing stands out really there. Pitch count got ran up. His accuracy is just really low. But thankfully, he has maxed out loyalty working for him. I think we're going to risk this one too, and if we have to re-sign him, we will. Oh, he walked. Okay, so Messiah walks. Okay, so that's 2. All right, the last 2, Jude Hockey, there's no fucking shot I risk this. He's going to get paid because 30%, there's no fucking way he takes a pay cut. Like, Jude in this series is smart, and he knows what he's worth. He wants more money. Now, I got lucky in the Buzzards playthrough where he never asked for a pay raise through 9 seasons of being on the team, and he just made, like, I think $8 million every season. So I got really lucky in that playthrough. This time around, not going to be the case. He's going to get paid. Congratulations, Jude. You earned your $2.5 million praise. Hey, Wild Dog. Welcome in, buddy. Welcome in. Still a little early in the offseason. You haven't really missed too much. Just working through the re-sign screen. So far, we have 2 guys we need to re-sign, Ho and Presidente. And last one, Reliable. Again, with the amount of development Hesto had this year, there's no fucking shot that I don't pay him money. So, like 24%, there's no freaking way. Give the man his pay raise. He earned it. All right, so we have 2 guys to re-sign, Presidente and Ho. We did manage to keep everyone else on the team, so that's good. This may be a relatively quick offseason. All right, looking at the high-profile free agents, Enzo Walters, Crescent Wyatt, Tourniquet Mullins, Adeline Pratt, Tim Badamakia, and Anson Roy. All right, retirements, Asbestos Sims, solid name from the Spinners, Kalani Chuffchester from the Colossus, Judah Hazard from the Brown Bears, Caesar Watkins from the Colossus, Christian McMillan, catcher from the Ridgebacks, Fiona Roden from the, I believe, who are the G's? Oh, crap, I don't know that team off the top of my head. I think that's the Gobblers. And then Gertie Mirthright retires from the Ancients. Okay. I need to check that real quick, actually. Can I see? I cannot look at teams. Okay. All right, well, first things first, let's get the guys we need to re-sign out here. Obviously, that would be catchers. So we need Effort Hoback. Where is Effort? There he is. He's 125 right now. We know he's not making that. He's worth about 7.6. I want to see how low we can go on him. We're probably going to end up paying him somewhere in that area. So we will have less of a surplus than we did last season, but that was to be expected with having to pay a few players. But just in case we aren't able to sign Ho, let's look at a little other backup options. There's a Nixon Scott, who has stimulated and easy targets, scholarly player. He's really developable 19-year-old catcher, good backup option. Dragoon Craig, who's just basically a backup defender. He's durable, so he can play a couple extra games without getting tired. Kyle Burnswell's a little too old for a C overall, 24. Veronica Heaves, 25. Again, scholarly with 2 crafty traits, not a great choice. Artisanal Merit, not feeling it. Anybody else? RBI Hero on Loki Cowie. Okay. Decent option. Okay, I'd star that. And that's it for backup options. Okay. And then the other one, obviously, is Messiah Presidente, who is a starting pitcher. But just in case we don't get him, there is 19-year-old Buttercup Frost with K Collector. There's Presidente, who is now 20. Nelson Olson with Wild Thing. Probably not. Orbit Holloway, he's crafty. He's decent, it looks like. He just throws hard. Twist Keith, pick officer and elite curveball. Good traits on him. Decent pitch mix, too. Carlson, that's a pass for me. Cameron Mejia. Surrounded in Wild Thing, both a tier 1 debuff with the Spirited Thing. Maybe that's usable, I guess. Ronan Santos, probably a little too expensive. Harper Fisher. I could swing Harper Fisher, yeah. Specialist, oh, wait a minute, no. Velocity and Junk are way too low to be useful to me. Mullins, too expensive. Ponce is a maybe. I would go for that. Maybe Rupert Mackey, I think. Okay, so let's just sim up. We're going to go through the first 10 rounds here. I don't see any risk in doing that because neither of them are like high level free agents, so they shouldn't go within the first 10 rounds because they're both, I think they're both B overalls, so we could probably go through maybe the first 12 rounds before we had to sign him, I think. Looking good so far. Okay, we're through 10. Ho's at 8.5. Okay, we got a little bit on him. Cowie is there as well. Nixon Scott, 0.6 above. Craig is at 0.7 above. Okay. Pitchers. 9 mil, 9.2. We're getting there, but not quite there just yet. Okay. All right, there goes some A-level guys. We can go through 12 rounds here. All right, Pratt, Roy, Bungalow, and Thrutsy. Okay, so still A-level players. Okay. I might risk one more, but let's see where they're at, okay? Ooh, he's close. I think one more round is the one we go for. Badamachia, Walters, Rasputin, Bale, Levy, Young, O'Connor, Gangnam, Santos, Avery. Oh, I was right. The G is the Gobblers and Johns. Okay, yeah, I think now we can sign him. I think now we can sign him and not have to worry about him as much. Yeah, he's right above his price point, and I think he's one of the best catchers left, actually. Yeah, he's one of the top 4 on the list. Like, we need to sign him now, basically. So Ho's coming in. No questions. No questions asked. Let's go. All right, so he makes a little bit of extra money. I believe he's making 1.1, I think, extra. All right, and now just the starting pitchers are left. Ponce is 2. All right, Presidente's a little lower down the list. I feel like maybe I could get away with it, but he's actually at his asking price. So I think we should just pay him now. I don't want to kind of risk it, so let's just bring him in. We're not overpaying him. He makes a little bit, $2.4 extra million than he made last year. And we re-signed basically the entire team, okay? And we did that in a span of 18 minutes. So this was a relatively quick offseason. We did not have any drama happen. Yes, we had 2 players test, but in the end, we did not lose them. So that's good with me. All right, well, offseason's over. We really don't need to do anything else. We can just skip to the end here. Damn, this is really gonna be it's gonna be a really quick off season. My God, I thought it was gonna be longer than that. I did not expect me to run through this in 18 minutes. Like, what do I do now? Okay, well, we can look around the league and just run through the signings real quick. Gianni Terrell to the Brown Bears, and then Fry to the Hares, Virginia Crawford to the Serpents, Baldwin to the Pythons, Carlson, Bianchi, Melendez, Chan, Spencer. Like, no high-level guys going early here. It wasn't really till round 11 when it started kicking off. So Mullins, who is one of the top 8 free agents, goes to the Grim Cats. King Monroe was picked up, 20-year-old center fielder to the Clerics. Adeline Pratt, 28-year-old starter, another of the top 8 free agents, going to the Cockatoos. Anson Roy to the Ancients, beefing up that pitching staff. Carly Bungalow, 40-year-old center fielder to the Brown Bears. Mohamed Throtsy to the Grim Cats as well, another good starting pitcher for them. Grim Cats making some move to beef up that rotation. Ancients get Badamachia, the 23-year-old reliever with specialist. Walters to the Brown Bears. Reese Rasputin to the Bowmen, Fawn Bale to the Spinners, Adam Levy to the Felines, or Levi, depending on how you pronounce it. Young Iggy Young, funny, to the Buzzwings. Young second baseman there. Zach O'Connor, long reliever to the Ridgebacks. 24-year-old first baseman Rafael Gangnam to the Felines. Ronan Santos, 24-year-old starter to the Ancients. Gobblers pick up Pax Avery, 28-year-old catcher. And Billy Johns goes to the Spinners, utility infielder, it looks like. Then we got Ho and Presidente. We weren't risking it. Colossus pick up Crescent Wyatt, the ace closer. Ancients get Smoke Ventura, solid long relief option. Angel Sasso, B+ to the Brown Bears at first base. Could also play the outfield for them. Alani Strickland to the Grim Cats, B+, 29-year-old third baseman. Colossus get young second baseman Terry Nixon, and center fielder Besto Solomon. Trenton Velos to the Grim Cats, nice long relief option there. Griffin Robinson, catcher to the Buzzwings. That's a lateral move there, not going to worry about it. Arlo Ponce, starter to the Spinners. Jalen Boyle, nope, not worried about that one. Forrest Harold, nope, bench option. Harsh Benwood, decent young third base prospect to the Spinners. Cheville Murthright to the the younger sibling of Gertie Murthright. Going to the Pythons. Buttercup Frost, rookie 19-year-old with K Collector, started to the Grims. Of course, go to the defending champs. I want to keep an eye on her. I like her. I think I got a feeling she's going to be an elite member of this league. Ancient sign reliever Rod Clubb and Iceman Bowers, a young 19-year-old outfielder prospect with Ace Exterminator. Ooh, nice. Slide Costa to the Whispers, Rupert Mackey to the Grims. They also get Brooklyn All Day. Jameson Bocce, center fielder to the Ridgebacks. Rookie catcher Nixon Scott to the Felines. Case and Bo to the Hares, who replaced Finnegan Fry, who was one of the early signings. Cameron Mejia, young starter to the Whispers. Veronica Heaves, 25-year-old catcher prospect to the Clerics. Annalise McDaniel, young relief option to the Hares. They also get R.J. Griffith. Chiefly Solis, 28-year-old reliever to the Whispers. Hares get Artisanal Merit, the young catcher, or 26-year-old catcher. Beetle Wilkins, right fielder to the Clerics. Effort Guns, one of the catcher options to the Clerics. Lenny Wilcox, reliever to the Grims. They also get Loki Cowie, the 29-year-old catcher with RBI hero. Alan Cordova, decent signing at first base for the Clerics. Lane Henry, good outfield option for the frontrunners, though he is 36. Bingo Bravo, young reliever to the Colossus. Kason Young, first baseman, solid prospect to the Grims. Lawrence Barnswobble, 28-year-old second baseman to the Undead. Brown Bears get Bentley Prouse. Brett Furthermore to the Bowman. Twist Keith, rookie starting pitcher to the Felines. Layla Bianchi, long reliever to the Grims. Borjang, meh. Stamp Harris, okay, decent second baseman there. Tristan Chavez to the Felines. Caleb Brazon to the Hares. Donovan Bradley. What else? We got Todd Keith, second baseman to the Brown Bears, replacing Glade Butts. All right, looking like a couple bench guys there. Colson Roundhouse, ace closer to the Undead. Blind Alonzo, long reliever to the Cockatoos. Brentwood Ardcore to the Ridgebacks. There's Draco and Craig, one of the rookie catchers we were looking at. Rookie starter Nelson Olson to the Clerics. Melissa York, rookie first baseman to the Spinners. Nothing really interesting here so far. Hamza Ayala to the Spinners. And veteran reliever Meredith McCoy to the Razzles. Nico Faulkner, rookie reliever to the Spinners. Zane Shields to the Colossus. Rodriguez to the Undead. Parker Baloney, shortstop to the Whispers. Okay, Rosa Hornblower, center fielder to the Spinners. Ryan Rossi got signed. Okay, Ash Weiss, or Weiss. Neville Suarez, rookie reliever to the Cockatoos. Young reliever Agnes Bull to the Gobblers. 25-year-old starter Harper Fisher to the Pythons. Zaylee Duncan, Luca Harris. Hemming Fry up. Okay, Raylan Turner. Rookie starter Orbit Holloway to the front runners. Almost at the end here. Colossus get Bray and Ayers on the bench there. Young second baseman, first pitch Slayer. Young Damon Plow, center fielder, an outfielder to the Cockatoos. Young August Reliable to the Pythons. Okay. All right, not bad, not bad. Not bad. Okay, we ran all that, and it's been 25 minutes. Cool. All right, so our first game of the season looks like it is going to be against the Spinners, who are a conference rival, so it'll be Fawn Bale on the mound in that one for the Spinners. Non-mound for us will be Jude Hokey. Not bad. All right, all in all, we accomplished our goal. We were able to keep our team together. We literally had the exact same team as last season. Only had to give pay raises to 4 players. Jude Hokey, Hester Reliable, both of them developed way too quickly, so we did have to give them a little bit of pay upgrades. Effort Ho and Messiah Presidente both tested free agency, so they were automatically going to get paid as well because they forced our hand, and we didn't want to risk losing them. So they each also got a pay increase. So out of a roster of 22 players, we only had to give a pay increase to 4 of them. That's pretty damn good in my book. Our surplus does go down from $38 million to $29.3 million. So we do, at the end of the day, end up spending almost $9 million. It actually ended up being 8.7. So not bad, all things considered. All right, so now year 2, we just need to build on year 1. Let's keep developing this team. We will have some money in the budget to do so. We already have 9.3 mils, so we'll be able to add to that surplus as well to keep developing the team at a good rate. And we should theoretically be a contender this year if the development goes as planned. So tune in next time for opening day here. Let's give you a preview of what the schedule will look like here real quick. So next episode's opening day against the Spinners. Then we play the Felines with Frazier. And then it'll be a doubleheader against the Pythons with Presidente and Ellison. Then after that, we'll sim the games against the Grimcats, Clerics, Buzzwings, and Cockatoos. And then we'll pick out another game to jump into after that to see which teams are contenders and which ones are pretenders. But that's going to do it for this episode, everybody. Very quick off-season as we succeeded in our goal of keeping the entire team together. No changes have been made to the roster. Just a couple extra bucks have been paid out to the team. We kept expenditures under $10 million, so our surplus is mainly intact, still with $29 million to spare in the budget. Now, next season, we're going to look to develop this team even further and hopefully compete for a playoff spot and a division title again and actually win one of those two things. That's the goal for year 2. We'll see if this team can live up to the hype and have their second coming as the original SMB4 heroes. If you made it this deep, guys, thanks so much for sticking around. I appreciate the support as always. If you haven't already, hit the follow and or subscribe buttons down below on Twitch to be notified next time I go live. And if you haven't already over on YouTube, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. Link to Twitch will be down in the description below if you guys want to come over and watch the games live before they're posted. And also follow me over on this platform as well if you so choose. Shout out to Wild Dog for tuning in during the stream and watching with me through the off-season. Appreciate you being here, buddy, even though we didn't chat too much. Still appreciate the support as always. And also, guys, just wanted to give a quick shout out to a Discord channel that I'm a part of on Discord that is coming back. The Big Head Baseball League is reopening submissions for their SMB4 sim series, where you'll create a player and develop them throughout a 162-game season of SMB4, where you'll be drafted onto a team, and throughout the season you'll be given weekly deadlines or so to upgrade your player to be better based on how well they've performed in the sim. So if you want to tune into that and join a league and meet some new people actually who love the game and enjoy it, go ahead. I'll have that link down below in the description as well. You can join me over there, say hi, and tell me all about how great my channel is and whatnot if you really wanted to. Just kidding, don't do that, it's fine. But thank you so much, guys. I appreciate the support as always, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Until then, this is the Nasty One, signing off. Have a wonderful day, evening, or afternoon, wherever you guys may be.